You try to get with somebody close to your same size for these drills. Hey, Ryan, can I borrow you? Okay, so this week and next week also, we're taking a look at Jiu Jitsu through the eyes of a self-defense situation. So not the sport side of Jiu Jitsu, but Jiu Jitsu to keep you safe or somebody else safe. On Tuesday, we did a lot of striking, protecting yourself and using your Jiu Jitsu skills while dealing with strikes also. Tonight's going to be all about chokes. Chokes that you can do to incapacitate the other person so that they are no longer a threat. If bad guy Ryan is threatening me and I grab his fingers and break them, that might just make Ryan more angry. If I stick my thumb in his eye, that might just make him more angry. So those aren't reliable ways to shut this person down. And remember, he can do the exact same thing to me. Okay? If I go for his eyes, that might make him say, that's a good idea, I'll go for his eyes also. Okay, so we want to go with high reliability techniques. And a choke that can incapacitate him is the ticket. We did do a rear naked choke on Tuesday. So let's start off with that with a little bit different setup. Everything that we do is going to start with the clinch game, like so, okay? So we'll start all of our drills tonight with this position here. Why this position? Well, if Ryan takes a swing at me, I block it, and then I come in and I take that arm away. Now, this is his right hand. If he wants to pull back and try to hit me with it, I own it. The other side over here, go ahead and try to swing. It's ineffective there. So this is where we're going to start from here. And we entered into this on Tuesday, and I don't want to do a whole lot of that. If you want to kind of take a swing, go ahead and take a swing. Okay, hands come up, and then I pull in like so. But it's the arms wrapped up, and then I have a collar tie here on his neck. So this is where we're going to start. All right, we're going to hit a rear naked choke standing. I got to get to his back. So what I'm going to do is from here, I'll let go of his arm, come across, drag him by, and get to his back, like so. Hand comes up, push the hip, and walk him into a standing rear naked choke. So from the clinch, we own this arm, downward pressure. I come in, grab, pull the arm by. I'm connected to him, I'm heavy. I reach for his hip, and I start pulling myself around to get into the choke. This is going to be my choking hand here. It comes up to his neck, and I push him into the choke. Hand goes to my bicep, hand comes in behind his neck, and then I start to squeeze, and we can even put him down to the ground there like that. All right, so let's give this one a shot. With your partners, grab someone close to your same size, please. 1, 2, 3. If you want to throw a swing, partners can throw a swing. We block it here, and we're meeting the threat. Throw the punch. I'm not out here like this. Once I see the threat coming, I come in, and then we get the clinch. Okay? Now, if he wants this arm back to try to punch me, go ahead and punch. I own the arm, I protect that arm. If we can get an arm drag, okay, we can start accessing the back. But if we feel like the arm drag is not a good option, we're going to go into a front choke, also known as the guillotine. This is going to be my choking hand this time. Last time, the hand that was on the neck was the choking hand. This time, the hand on the neck is going to guide into our other hand. So I'm not feeling the arm drag, so I'm going to shove his head into the bucket on this side. Here. Here. I got to shift. Shift over, and then my arm comes in. Snaking my arm around his neck, getting under his chin, like so. And now I'm going to lock my hands. Here's my choking hand. Here's my lock, like so. Choking hand, locking right like that. So I'm locked. And now to put the choke on, I'm going to drop my shoulder as I hip into him. There. So from the top, check it. The back's not an option. Move to the side, shove his head into the pocket, get my grip, and then put the front choke on, put the guillotine on by dipping the shoulder and walking into him. Give it a try. 1, 2, 3. Alrighty guys, okay, let's move on to another choke, another great choke for sport jiu-jitsu or self-defense. And you know, some of you guys might not have a whole lot of experience with this, even you old-timers. It's such a good choke. This is the arm triangle, Now I believe Tuesday we did a version of this. We'll do a little bit different setup tonight. Starts the same. Again, we're starting from this clinch situation where I'm able to wrap up his arms and keep his hands from swinging wildly at my face. And now I'm going to decide to put him onto the ground. I have the collar tie and I have his arm. When we did our takedown series over the summer, one of the takedowns that we looked at was the side. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to take him to the side of the arm that I have trapped because he doesn't have a post on that side. I'm going to create an angle. So I'm going to step and block. Step and block. And notice what I'm doing with his head. Take it slow. Step. Block. Push. I go down knee on belly. I always want to give myself the ability to go away. Knee on belly, and now I start softening him up, make him bring his hands up. This is the arm that I'm going to trap. So once his hands come up, I punch this hand through. Punch it through, my head goes down, and I want to get ear to ear. Once I'm ear to ear, I can take that knee off the belly. Let's turn a little bit. Take that knee off the belly, and now I'm going to cinch everything up. Watch what I do. I lift his head, I'm lifting his head, and I'm punching this arm through as deep as I can. Going back to a gable grip, and I want to sink my head as low as possible. I don't want to be up here like this where there's all of this space. I want to get my ear as close to his ear as possible. Okay, and now I'm going to flatten out, squeeze, and the choke is on. From the clinch, block it, move in, get the clinch, take his weapons away, take him down, knee on belly, make him bring those hands up, punch through the neck. You don't have to get deep to start with, just get to a controlling position. Now we can start lifting, sucking it up. Lifting, sucking it up. Flatten out, squeeze. On this side part, there's a sweet spot to hit. If I'm too close to him, he's not going to go. If I'm too far away from him, he's not going to go. We're generating momentum and we're making him tumble over our leg as he's trying to take a recovery step. So I'm not going to trip you. I'm just going to force you to take a step. See? So don't take a step. That would be awesome if that happened. But a normal person takes a recovery step. A normal person takes a recovery step. Takes a recovery step. So I'm stopping that recovery step. I step, and then he tumbles over my leg. Take it slow, be careful with your partners, all that good stuff. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And let's give you another option for the takedown. If you want to keep doing this aside, you can keep doing this aside. If you want to do this next one, which is a little bit more dynamic, you can do it. Now, all of these things, I mean, they're not just self-defense specific. They're not sports specific. They're good both ways. It's just your mindset that changes. That's the only thing that changes when we're talking about self-defense. It's just the mindset. The techniques and everything are the same essentially. So, on the side, he punches, I block, trap him up. On the side, we've talked about this before, I'm creating an angle, I'm forcing him to take a recovery step. And then as he takes that recovery step, I'm sticking with that leg, and he tumbles over my leg. If we're too far away from him, or if we're too close, things get boogered up. If I'm too close, it kind of ends up being like this, no good. If I'm too far away, it's like that, it's no good. So you got to find that sweet spot. The other technique that I want to show you is a lateral drop or a lateral throw. So what's happening on this one is usually this leg is a little bit too far out. I've made him make a recovery step, and that range is too far. So the Sasai is not a good option. The beauty about this right here is that you own his arm and you can rotate underneath of him. Check this out. Okay, so the foot's too far away. I maintain a bite on the arm. I let go of his head. Similar to when we were doing the arm drag at the beginning of the class, but I don't drag the arm across. I maintain a good bite. I let go of his head, and I come here like this. All I need to do now is just sit down. He punches, block, get that clinch. Maybe I go for the side, no good. Right there, this is perfect. Look at how he's stepping. A little bit faster. All right, now, once he's to the ground, whether you side him to the ground or whether you did the shoulder throw to the ground, instead of hitting the arm triangle, let's turn this way, we're going to go into Keisagatami, scarf hold. So I come in, I gobble up his head, whoosh, and I go right here like this. And you guys should be familiar with this. My hand's on his thigh, I can lift his head up to get a good bite there. But I don't want to be like this. I don't want there to be space here because he's going to want to get his elbow to the floor. And if he can do that, he can start taking my back. So I want to own this elbow the whole time. And how do I ensure that I always own his elbow? By eliminating the space that's right here. There, like that. There's no space to get his elbow to the floor. It's mine. So it's this constant battle of pulling that elbow up, bringing that knee in. I'm watching my balance. If I commit any, weight any one way, he can roll me over. All right, let's go back. If I'm down too low like this, he throws a leg over the head. Yeah. Takes me that way. So we're constantly monitoring what he's doing. Head low, good base, and we're constantly adjusting like so. The beauty about this position for self-defense, for the streets, is we can easily punch him if needed. And then here's our finishes. Finish number 1 is a straight armbar there. Finish number 2, folding it under the leg. And we can hit an Americana with our legs. If we're not able to stuff that, because he's really squirrely with this arm, watch what we do. We go back to old trusty. Here. To the arm triangle, where we got into it from Kesa. So from the top, he takes a swing. Boom, block it. I come in. Now if his leg is right here, I would probably go right to the side. But if his leg was back, the side is going to be hard to pull off, so I would go right to the shoulder throw. But you can combo them if you like. He starts close. I go for the side. If I miss it, then I go right into my throat. Into scarf. 1, 2, or 3 there. Partners, communicate. If you're going to do the throw, it's very important that this guy keeps this arm tight to your side. Don't try to post out with it. You can hurt yourself. So I'm talking to him saying, okay, I want to do the throw. I want to do the throw. Okay, look at his leg. It's too close to me right now. I'm going to keep it there for a second. I'm going to get jammed up and I can potentially hurt his leg. It's too close. Okay, so I want to either go for the side first. There you go. That's what I want. Now I come back nice and slow. We don't have to do this with a lot of speed. Look at how slow it can be done. Here. Pulling up on that arm. Arm comes out. There's the head. Into my Kesa. All right, let's give it a shot. 1, 2, 3. Good job, good job. That's going to conclude the drills for tonight. So we looked at as far as chokes goes, we did the rear naked choke, we did a guillotine choke, we did an arm triangle, and then some takedowns in there as well. A sasai, and then a lateral sacrifice throw. All of these you can do in regular jiu-jitsu matches, but they're especially useful for a self-defense situation. How are you? When we're in the clinch. Why do we want to be in the clinch? Because that's where we have the most control. When we're out here like this, I have zero control over Ryan. He has zero control over me, but this is the Wild West right here. Okay? And if I'm not a better striker than Ryan, then I'm going to be on the losing end. Okay? So we close the gap. As soon as we feel it appropriate to close the gap, we come in, we close the gap, and we get to a clinch where now we can start using our principles of connection to anticipate what he's going to do, to stop what he wants to do, and decide what we're going to do. All right? So as far as matches go, you can touch your partner. If you want to add the slaps in your jiu-jitsu tonight, you're more than welcome to do that. If you want to just stick to regular regular jiu-jitsu rolls, that's fine as well. But let's try to hit some of these techniques in your live matches. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, hey, hold on. Bonus points tonight. If you can put your partner in an arresting position. So like if I could somehow get Ryan face down on the floor with his hands behind his back. Yeah, like that. This will be bonus points right there. Okay, if you can arrest your partner.
I thought you need 2 people.
What? Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.